การnói nè.
Hello everybody, today I will tell you about why do we learn math and what's amazing about them. Well, when we ask our teacher in our class, why do we learning this? And most of us will get the answer, well, it's for the upcoming test or for the future tests. Well, now, here, why are we learning math? First, it is calculation, next, application, but unfortunately, the least time that we spend on this inspiration. Inspiration is very important because we spend our time on it and we like it, so will make our math more good. Here, we will have a very fans of everybody, the Fibonacci numbers. It's very easy to create. 1, we'll start with 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 2 is 5, and so on. Now, actually we'll see Fibonacci numbers every day and surprisingly often. The number of petals in a flower, the number of spirals in the sunflower, and also of the pineapple. Now, what if we square those numbers? 1 squared equals 1, 1 squared, 2 squared, 4, 3 squared, 9, 5 squared, 25, and also so on. Now, what if we add those squares together? Now, 1 and 1, 1 square plus 1 square will equal to 2, which is up here. But 1 square plus 2 square will equal to 5, which is here. A space, 1 space. 4 plus 9 equals 13. 9 plus 25 equals 34. And so on. The pattern continues. Now, if we add the set of numbers, not just two numbers, like 1 plus 1 will equal to 2. And it is also equals to 1 times 2. Next is 1 plus 4 down here, which will be equal to 6. And it's also equal to 2 times 3. Next, add 5 to this. No, add 9, which is this number, will equal 15. And it is 3 times 5. Next, we will add 25. And we will get 40. 5 times 8, and so on. Now, why do we get 5 times 8? Now, we'll make one more number to make it clear. Now, you can see this, right? If you understand, this is when we take this and down. So it wouldn't cost much time. Now, why do we have these numbers? Well, if you look closely, this is the Fibonacci numbers. And when you look at 2, 6, 15, and 40, and 104, you can't see the Fibonacci numbers. But when you take it and multiply it, you will see that there are Fibonacci numbers hidden inside them. Now we'll take 1. Y is 1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 25 plus 64 will equal to 104, and which is equal to 8 times 13. Now I will draw a shape. This would be a 1 square. Okay? Put next to it 1 square, which will make a 2 by 1 rectangle. Now underneath a 2 square. Next to it 3 square.
Mai em vẽ ra vườn có con rồi.
And then 5 squares. Here. And actually out here would be our 8, but we don't have enough space, so we will just take here 3 times 5. which will be 15. And why do we get 15? Here, 1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 9 equal 15, which is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5. 1 squared is equal to 1. 1 squared, 1. 2 squared, we will get actually 4. And 3 squared will get 9. And 5 squared, 25. So it will equal to 40, right? So when we take 40, we'll ask wondering why 1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 25 equals to this. Two of this equation is just like each other, so why? It's both the same shape. Well, now, I'll ask you one single question. After I draw this rectangle, find the area of the rectangle. Well, it's easy. Take this plus this. Take all the area of the small square and add it together, which will have the equation 1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 25. Now, on the other hand, because it is a rectangle, the area will equal to its base times its height. And its base is clearly 25 because, of course, this is 5 square and we have the answer 25 here. And its height, which would be 5 here and 9, 5 plus 9 together will have 8. So it will also be equal to 5 times 8. And here is why we can figure out why this equation equal to this equation. So there are lots of interesting things about the Fibonacci numbers. Well, here one thing. And for this, you will need a calculator. We'll need a little bit of space here. Now, take 2. Now, let's start with a bigger number. 13 divided it by 8. Now, if you had a calculator right here and type on 13 divided by 8, you will get 1.625. Right? Now take the larger number and divide it, which is 25 with 21 divided by 13. We have 1.74.
You.
Type in 21 divided by 13 equals 1.615. I'm sorry. And if we keep doing this, we'll get closer to which is also known as the golden ratio. Well, actually 1.61 and so on. Because out here I have taken 55 divided by 34 and it's been closer to this number, which is known as the golden ratio. This golden ratio has been inspired mathematicians and amused them for years because it is make up this shape. Now remember this, and if I can draw a spiral out of it. So here this golden ratio, we have some shape like also another shape that some of you might have seen before. Here we don't have enough space, but if you have a paper, you can do this. Take a 1 by 1 square. Next to it, another 1 by 1 square. Down here, a 2 by 2. Next to it, a 3 by 3. Up here, a 5 by 5 square. And next to it, a 13 by 13, which I clearly see that there is not enough space. Space error here. Here, this would be the 13. be our 13 by 13. And we only need to come here, but if you want a better shape, you can continue on. You can find this in books or something. This start with this, and then you find out that there is something hidden behind the Fibonacci numbers. It makes a spiral, and also nature, you can see this, which is the pattern of the shell of a snail. Well, the pattern of the snail shells also grow in the Fibonacci numbers. And here is also one of the numbers that we found in nature. Now, if I can summarize everything that we have talked about in this lesson, I would say that it is not important just figuring out x like this. It is not just figuring x, but also make out. And now most of you, it is not just figuring x, but also make out why are we doing this. So thank you for listening in today's video. Goodbye. Bye.